aspiring candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and your
The Independent Electoral Commissioners this morning began the nominations of presidential aspirants, with incumbent Yoweri Kaguta Museveni being nominated at 10:20 a.m. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who arrived at Nambole Stadium at about 9:40 a.m. in company of his wife, Honorable Janet Museveni, the Prime Minister Ruhakana Rugunda, the Vice President Edward Sekandi, Youth Minister Evelyn Anite, among other NRM senior members. The composed incumbent President Museveni waited for close to 30 minutes until the Electoral Commission Chairperson, Engineer Badru Chigondo, declared him a fully nominated presidential candidate.
Thank you. Yoweri Museveni Kaguta, a duly nominated candidate for presidential elections 2016, and fulfilled the nomination requirements under the Presidential Elections Act 2005 as amended. Signed, Engineer Dr. Badru Chigondo, on the 3rd November 2015 at 10:20 a.m.
Shortly after his nomination, President Museveni asked the public to entrust him with yet another term to lead Uganda into a middle-income nation through empowering the public with skills.
That foundation is now in place. It is now the stage for takeoff. That's what I will tell you. The 4 stages: liberation, recovery, foundation, and takeoff.
Another question.
We empowered the people. We created institutions to guard the Constitution, and that's why it has never been interfered with.
The Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, Justin Lumumba, encouraged the youth to vote President Museveni into power in a move to demand what belongs to them.
Finally, we have delivered our solo candidate as a party, and has been the first candidate to be nominated. I congratulate him. I congratulate all members of NRM, and I call upon all members of NRM, most especially the young people in this country. It's the responsibility of delivering this candidate, the responsibility of giving victory to NRM is ours. Come, we work together to make sure NRM wins, then we demand for what is for us as the youth, as the young people.
Next on the nomination list was the former Prime Minister and go-forward presidential aspirant, Honorable Mbabazi, who was nominated at 11:20 a.m.
I would like to welcome aspiring candidate Mbabazi.
Mbabazi, a duly nominated candidate for presidential elections 2016, having fulfilled the nomination requirements under the Presidential Elections Act 2005 as amended. Engineer Dr. Badru Chigondo, returning officer.
Soon after his nomination, Mbabazi had to choose a chair as a symbol that he will use on the ballot paper. He then held a press conference where he asked the public to entrust him with their votes as a way to cause change.
What I'm asking the Ugandan people is to give me that power in order to bring about change. One of the greatest changes we want to bring about is peaceful transition of power, and we want to preside over that transition. That is our main purpose. That is our primary purpose. Of course, we will take steps to make sure that in this time, Uganda will become better. Definitely, we will do that. However, our primary purpose is to ensure that Uganda achieves peaceful transition for the first time, and we have a changeover from one generation to the next. And that's what I offer.
Mbabazi called upon members from other political parties to join the go-forward team for active change. This follows the failure of TDA to have a joint presidential candidate.
A setback, we have not achieved it in the time when we set out to achieve it. But as I have said many times before, our doors remain open to all the forces that believe in this transformative change that will present our people. Those who believe in progressive movement going forward will come together so that we achieve that unity. It's important for our people that we do so.
The Kitgum woman member of parliament, Atim Beatrice Anywa, who seconded the former prime minister Mbabazi, criticized her FDC presidential flag bearer Kizza Besigye for being selfish.
Then I have a second thought. But the others, we have welcomed them. We have benefited from Subi. DP members, Dr. Besigye worked with them and they were not disciplined by DP. Besides, we are not many. We are MPs from opposition, are few. So you cannot just build castles in the air. A bird at hand is worth 10. In TDA, everybody retains their original party. And that is why I'm an FDC, I'm Mbabazi's NRM, there's UPC, the DP. Agali awamu gegalu menyama.
The third nominated candidate was Baryamureeba Vanasius, who was given a go-ahead at 11:50 a.m. after fulfilling the requirements of the Electoral Commission.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce Baryamureeba Vanasius, duly nominated candidate for presidential elections 2016, having fulfilled the nomination requirements under the Presidential Elections Act 2005 as amended. Once again, Dr. Baryamureeba Vanasius, signed today, 3rd November 2015 at 11:55 a.m. by clock.
He then chose a clock as a symbol he will use during his presidential race, saying the time is now.
One of the things that's affecting this country is that we have given lip service to the education sector. One of the things to address unemployment is to improve on the quality of education. We're also going to provide for a youth development bank. In our culture, we are going to provide for an agricultural development bank and a cooperative bank. We're also going to look at venture capital firms, where the government can partner with the private sector through public-private partnerships. So that will help the youth and other people who need access to facilities like loans, like venture capital, accessing it. There is the element of industrialization. We are going to, if you look at Uganda, most of the companies are foreign. MTN repatriates more than 100%, more than 90% of their profits back to South Africa. So we want to develop the local private sector through supporting them in coming up with reliable industries, sustainable industries. So I'm looking at all that, but everything is in what I call the 12 issues program.
Meanwhile, the nominations of the presidential aspirants continue tomorrow, with the FDC presidential flag bearer Kizza Besigye expected at 11 a.m. Brian Senkumba, Channel 44 Television, Nambole Stadium.